still champion of the world, Angela Lee. How's that sound?
That sounds about right.
Her right arm is not completely tight to her back.
I think she tapped out. She's done it. It couldn't last forever.
When you hear about the highest paid fighters in the world, some of the first names that come to mind are Conor McGregor, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, and Khabib Nurmagomedov. What if I ask you to tell me the highest paid teenager in professional fighting? Well, that title goes to none other than one championship's Angela Lee, who at one point was the highest paid teenager in the history of the sport. Let's take a look at what got her to the spot on top of the mountain and what she does with it.
Number 10, her rise started at a young age.
Angela might have had an edge on most of her competition due to the fact that she was raised in an MMA household. Both of her parents are martial artists, and she started competing when she was only 6 years old. All three of her siblings also train in martial arts, but it was in 2011 that Angela won her division at the UFC Amateur Pankration National Championships. She'd go on to win her division at World Championships in Greece, and she made her amateur debut in 2014. Later that same year, she'd win her first amateur title to become the Destiny MMA strawweight champion. She was awarded her Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt in 2018.
Number 9, quick rise and one championship.
The same year that she won her amateur title, she signed with One Championship, and her promotional debut was in May of 2015. She ended up submitting Aya Saber by armbar in the first round.
She's got to give. There's no tap yet. There it is.
Very
Wow.
She didn't stop there though. Over the next year, she would go on to submit the next 4 opponents as well and win Submission of the Year. Thanks to that stellar performance, she was given a shot at the inaugural One Championship atomweight women's title. Obviously, she won the fight, but it was her first fight that went to decision.
Angela, trust her sister, Lee!
After winning that fight in 2016, she became the youngest ever MMA world champion. It was the contract she got after this that made her the highest paid teenager in the history of the sport.
Number 8, her family continues to share her dream.
Not only was Angela born into an MMA family, but she also made her own. On October 1st, 2020, Lee married Bruno Pucci, who is also a mixed martial artist. They ended up opening their own gym in Hawaii called United BJJ Hawaii. While everyone enjoys the gym and the treatment from the coaches, the gym opening was delayed several days thanks to some vandalism that happened right before. Either way, everything got set straight and the two fighters ended up having a baby in April 2021. I'm sure the baby will grow up to be in the MMA world as well. With a net worth of about $4 million, the sky is the limit for what she can do for her family.
Number 7, she suffered a concussion.
Angela was set to defend her title against Mei Yamaguchi, who she won it from in the first place on November 24th, 2017, but that ended up getting postponed due to the fact that Angela was involved in a pretty bad car accident. While the One Championship promoter said that she wasn't seriously injured, he did publish a post that mentioned she had suffered a concussion, minor burns, and her body was banged up.
Things can just happen that fast in the blink of an eye.
At the time, Lee was driving her Audi to the gym to train, but she fell asleep at the wheel and hit a guardrail on the highway. The axle of the car ended up snapping and the car flipped 5 to 6 times over 100 yards. While she doesn't have the Audi anymore, she did buy a pair of sleek black motorbikes for herself and her hubby for their anniversary. Back to her fight life. Her favorite move is something that's rarely seen.
Number 6, she has a favorite submission.
Just looking at Angela's fight record, you can tell that submissions and ground game are a big part of her strategy and strengths. What a lot of people don't know is that she has her favorite of all the moves though. It's the twister. The twister is rarely seen in MMA due to the fact that whoever uses it has to have the core strength to match the limb strength, and getting your opponent in just the right position ends up being harder than it's worth. Yet she has won a professional fight using that very submission. Her win against Natalie Gonzalez-Hills in 2015 was by twister in the first round.
And this, she could be setting up the twister here, Steve.
While armbar is another one of her favorites, she has used a multitude of submissions to win. She has used armbar, rear naked choke, twister, neck crank, and anaconda choke. Do you know where her inspiration for armbars comes from? Check out number 5.
Number 5, Ronda Rousey was a huge inspiration.
Just like most women in the sport nowadays, Ronda Rousey played a huge part in inspiring them to be the fighter they are today. Angela knows all about the comparison that people make between the two, thanks to her armbar debut, but she really just wants to be herself. She also hopes that she can become an inspiration for other young women in her time. Oddly enough, Ronda Rousey was still at the height of her career when Angela made her debut, and it wasn't until 2 days after Lee secured her third win that Ronda lost it all. To make another comparison to another UFC professional, if Lee could have secured her second world title in the strawweight division, it would have happened just a few weeks sooner than Nunes did when she beat Chris Cyborg.
Number 4. She was right back into it after giving birth.
Angela Lee's daughter was born in April of 2021, and 9 months later, Angela was right back in the best shape of her life. She turned around and defended her atomweight belt against Stamp Fairtex, and she did it in classic Angela fashion. With a submission, of course. The fight was even named the performance of the night. She was out for 2 years due to her pregnancy, but it ended up being one of the best moments in her life. She is very grateful to be a mother, and her and her little baby, Ava, are back to taking the fight world by storm. She's not just a baby mother though, she's also a dog mom as well. Angela and her family have 2 beautiful little American bully puppies named Athena and Rocky that they take on their outings along with the baby. Angela isn't completely invincible though. Check out number 3.
Number 3. Angela actually has sponsors that help the community.
Angela has sponsors that focus on fight life and nutrition, such as Phenom Nutrition and Nutrition Depot Singapore. But one of her newest sponsors is one of the biggest humanitarian efforts to be part of a sponsorship. The Downtown Project is a $350 million project that is trying to revitalize the part of Las Vegas that was impacted the worst through the housing crisis and economic downturn. When Angela was asked to talk about the project, she stated, "An important part of our growth and motivation as people lies in contributing to the greater good. Being a champion is not isolated to inside the cage." Angela has always been known as a champion, but now she literally wears her humanitarian heart on her sleeve, or shorts to be exact.
Number 2. She also has no issue defending herself to the news.
While Angela was away on maternity leave, she got into a heated debate with Filipino reporters on GMA News when he asked if she should have given up her title after going on her pregnancy vacation.
You only get to do a two-year vacation only because you are the poster girl of one championship.
He claimed that she got special treatment since she is the poster girl of one championship. But naturally, Lee wasn't too happy about that comment. She pointed out that the pandemic made things hard to begin with, but then she brought out the fact that the one chairman had already addressed her given right to hold the title she earned and build her life. Well, the reporter didn't stop there. He kept asking questions about whether she should have just taken the high road and just given up the title so others could fight for it. Well, Lee has definitely proven that she would have just won the belt back anyways. The belt is hers, and she has no problem making sure that people know that.
Number 1. Angela has ranked her top 3 fights.
Not too many people have enough highlight fights to really rank them, but Angela definitely does. She mentions that her debut submission against Aya Saber is one of her favorites, and it was the moment that she knew she was going to go far. After that, it was claiming the world title against Mei Yamaguchi. Naturally, when someone wins a world title, it should be in the top 3, if not the top fight, and Angela is no exception. The biggest disappointment for Lee is the fact that the fight went to decision. But her top fight is her first title defense against Jenny Wong. She believes that the match was as close to flawless as one can get. This fight was also her first TKO.
Wong bearing the weight and unable to escape this position. Referee was around. That's it.
As Angela has proven in her first match back from her pregnancy leave, she's not done yet, and she's got a lot more to show the league. Get ready for a lot more Angela Lee. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to never miss an Athlete Central video. Until next time.